is there certain things that you have to right the market a little bit here. And the market is that if you have all of the tax breaks, essentially all the tax breaks, all of the benefits flowing to the top 1/10 of 1%, there's never been as great a concentration of wealth, including going back to the Great Depression.
Right.
Ever. And so one of the things that worries me most about that, John, is not just the political, the economic impact on people who are hard. The middle class is getting killed.
Treasury Secretary Mnuchin today said that he opposed a financial transaction tax, which some in the race have supported, because it would destroy financial markets. Is that why you've rejected that idea?
No, I still think we should do that. That doesn't raise the kind of money. I think we should have a financial transaction tax.
As former Vice President Joe Biden speaking with John Harwood, Biden released a plan this week to raise $3.2 trillion in taxes over 10 years. The proposal calls for an increase on the corporate tax rate from 21 to 28%, as well as a capital gains tax. Join us now to talk about Biden's plan. James Petacoukas, he is economic policy analyst at the American Enterprise Institute and a CNBC contributor. The two sides have staked out positions, James. I guess we can go over them again. Whenever I go over them, I'm like, yeah, but you're going to tell me, I think, that it's important for corporations to be profitable because eventually they use some of that money to invest in capital, to expand, to hire people, to raise wages, and to generate the jobs that generate the tax revenue for the country to pay for everything it does. Then there's the other side that doesn't seem to have a clue as to what corporations actually do in this country. So we're just back to square one, aren't we?
Well, I guess, right. So there's a big difference. And the big difference is that you have some people, I think, in the Democratic Party, maybe the entire Democratic Party, who seem to be saying that it really doesn't matter how heavily you tax business and investors, that they'll be fine. They'll continue to invest. They'll continue to raise wages. It really doesn't matter. So if you want to tax companies and investors higher than any other advanced economy, we'll be fine. I think that's a very risky thing at a time when the economy still is maybe growing 2%. When we all agree that we want more business investment, why would you be taxing business investment so heavily unless the only thing you really care about is punishing businesses and punishing rich people?
I don't understand it either. And you can't, I mean, the government jobs that we do have are funded with, I mean, are funded with private sector tax dollars. I mean, eventually it comes down to that's where the money that does all the things we want to do comes from economic growth and from prosperity, from commerce, and just from everything. Everybody knows this. Why are they in denial about the way things work? And if we go to, I guess if we start at 100% taxation, they might understand that could be a headwind to economic growth. But then, I mean, if we go, I hear 90. People tell me that for really rich people, that Eisenhower, God, it was great. I hear that. People posit that. So I guess we got to go to 100 before you get some of those people on that side to say, yeah, it's too high.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty interesting experiment the Democrats would like to run. Listen, if you think there's a revenue problem and we need to raise more money, well, fine. That we can have that discussion. But all I have heard, from Democrats and progressives is that's not an issue. That we have plenty of money, that we can take on a lot more debt. So apparently that's not really the issue. So then it really comes down to we just don't like the fact that Amazon doesn't pay enough taxes, but yet we do like, I guess, the fact that they invest more than any other company. And might the fact that you want to massively raise taxes hurt that investment? Again, I thought we needed more investment. I thought we were tired of the economy only growing at 2%.
Yeah.
I don't see how the Biden plan helps that.